Regret number 37. I regret wholeheartedly dating men who only had one thing on their minds, so she said, which was pleasing their pecker. That's it. This woman regrets just dating men with one thing on their mind. She enjoyed the company, the time, the conversation, but the only thing on their mind was the horizontal bop. Regret number 38. Guys tend to regret not taking a chance to see what could have been. Instead, they focus on whatever else is going on in their life, and they lose opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Regret number 39. I regret moving in together too soon and losing the magic we were developing over those early months we were together. We should have taken more time. Apart, living separately, building, growing, until it was just so obvious it's time to move in together and get married and then take everything to the next level. Regret number 40. Dating absolute losers. Paying for them and then dumping them soon enough. I didn't do it. I'll never date another deadbeat again. Regret number 41. I wasted so much time. A lot of the time. Folks, do you know this about time? It can't be bought or saved. It can only be spent. Once it's gone, it's gone. Choose who you spend that time with wisely. Always stay sharp, independent, and able to leave when you want to. Don't throw all your eggs in one basket either. Have a backup plan just in case something goes wrong. Does that mean having somebody on the side? Well, I'll let you determine that. But the truth is, time, we can't get it back. We can only spend it. We can't save it, borrow it. We can't buy more time. Time is the only thing that, bam, just, we don't watch the clock and the calendar. Time flies. Regret number 42. I said goodbye too late in the relationship. I should have left sooner. And I said, I love you too soon when we first started dating. Whoa, I'll never do that again. You know, that's true. A lot of people, sometimes they get carried away with the emotions and the physicalness, and they say, oh, I love you. Wait a minute. You just met them. Just slow down. Take things one step at a time. Bite your tongue. Hold that really wonderful and cherished phrase, I love you, for a little later. You can kind of almost let it pop out of your mouth, but just hold it a little bit and just do an Oh, wow. You really make me feel good. I really appreciate this. I hope I am making you feel good as well. Yeah. I'm one lucky guy. Or I'm one lucky girl. Whichever way I'm feeling today. Okay, you know the drill. Regret number 43. I regret not choosing someone who really compliments me in the things that I want to do, just as I would. Think about it. When you're single, you get to do what you want, when you want, and how, and for how long. What is it that you're doing that you love to do? Find someone who understands you, runs with you, not against you, or enjoys the things you like to do, and vice versa. That's the best tip I can give anyone. I want to grow as the person I already am, not the person someone else wants me to become or prevents me from becoming, if you know what I mean. Regret number 44. I regret not going with my gut instincts about the men I dated, so she said. They say hindsight is 20/20. Well, it sure is, especially where relationships are concerned. Your instincts sometimes, oftentimes, never lie. Trust them implicitly. Regret number 45. I regret moving in with him or her, or letting them move in with me. We should have just stayed living apart and just visited each other's place from time to time for stayovers and movie nights, the next person I date, I'm not going to ask them to move in right away. I'm going to say no if he or she wants to move in with me or they want me to move in with them. I'm going to save myself and only move in with the person I plan to marry. That is, unless I've been married before and have no plans to marry again. Well, then things will be different, okay, when I approach that new person or that person that I may actually be spending the rest of my life with, even though we may not get married because I was already married, they were married. The point is, when it comes to moving in, go slow and say no for the most part. For the most part. Regret number 46. Leading a double life. When my wife found out that I was having sex with other men, she asked how long it had been going on. I had to tell her the truth. The guilt was weighing so heavily on me. It mounted for several years. During that time, I slept with over 200 men. She was devastated. She and I both got tested for STIs and HIV. She was okay, but I contracted some problems. No question, I don't blame her. She divorced me. And now I can't get over my guilt for what I did to the woman I gave my heart to, and she gave hers to me. And I betrayed her 200 times. I've got a lot to learn going forward. Regret number 47. Falling in love before discussing any real plans for the future. I rushed into things. I wanted to be in love so badly. I started making all these plans. The problem was, I didn't check with the guy that I was with, so she said. Regret number 48. Putting him or her on a pedestal. I soon became a prisoner. He always had to decide where we went, when, and for how long. I had no voice in anything. No decisions at all. Everything depended on his mood swings. That was the worst. But the real worst part was that I put up with it for 3 years, and then I got out. Regret number 49. I regret not establishing more explicit terms when moving in together with my boyfriend, such as utilities, paying rent, deposits, fees, etc. My boyfriend, so she said, had bad credit, so I put everything in my name. Big mistake. When the sex wasn't satisfactory enough for him, he bailed. Knowing he had his name on nothing, I was left holding the bag and the bills. I learned my lesson. Next time, we share responsibility 50-50 towards everything, or no one moves in. Oh, and I want a ring, too. Now, that regret could go for both genders, either way, male or female. Someone not pulling their weight, not paying the bills, someone mooching. So just be mindful of that. You know, giving more for that person just to kind of keep them afloat. Is the relationship a fraud? You follow? Just for the money? Regret number 50. Accommodating someone else's needs to the point where my needs were not being met. That's no way to grow or live your life. I felt like I was suffocating, so I got out.